All right, so we're going to talk about how to divide. And we're going to do the standard algorithm, and that's just like the 2 outside the house and 151 under the house. I'll show you in a second. That's just how a lot of kids these days describe it. Anyway, so it says to give the quotient and the remainder for 151 divided by 2. So the quotient is the answer of a division problem. So it's telling you what is the answer and then what number is left over once you're done. And I've put in the corner the steps of how to divide using the standard algorithm. And that is to divide, multiply, subtract, and then bring down. And then, whoops, the last one of repeat. Because in most cases, you're going to have to do that at least more than once. Anyway, so let's just jump into it. So we have 151, which is the number that you were dividing by. I'm sorry, the number you were dividing. And 2, which is the number you were dividing by. So to do this, I'm going to start and I'm going to write my number, my list of multiples over here. So I have 2. This is multiples of 2, by the way. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I'm going to put one more, 16. So these are my list of multiples. Sometimes that really helps just to have that to the side so you only have to do it once if you don't know it really well in your brain. Anyway, so I have 2 that goes into 15. How many times? The dogs won't shut up, y'all. So 2 goes into 15. Two goes into 15. How many times? And that is the divide part. So how many times does 2 go into 15? So I'm going to count that out, right? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 2 goes into 15 7 times. Now, that is my divide. So I'm going to highlight that and I'm going to say, okay, put that there. And it goes in 7 times. Okay. And then I'm going to do my multiply. So 7 times 2 is 14. I know that because I just did that over here. And that is 14. So I'm going to put that there. So 14 I'm going to highlight in green because that's my step of multiply. And I'm going to put that there. Oops, that's goes a little over 14. So the next one is to subtract. So I'm going to subtract, and I have 15 minus 14, and that gives me the answer of 1. And then I'm going to highlight that in red. And then my next step of bring down my next number, which is 1. And that brings me to, hold on, where's my color? Do yellow. Oops, I'm trying to figure out which one I had left. And that's my bring down. Okay. So, now I have 11. So then I'm going to ask myself, well, how many times does 2 go into 11 without going over? And I say, okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times. That gives me 10, because I know that 2 times 5 is 10. So let me highlight these in the right colors, y'all. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. And then I subtract, and I have the remainder of 1. Now I have nothing left to bring down, so I can just stop here. So 75 is my answer. That is my quotient. And then my remainder is 1, because that's what I have left at the bottom. Okay, now this is your answer. A lot of times they might ask you just to put 75 R1, but sometimes it's really just important to remember what exactly is that quotient. That word quotient, what exactly does it mean? So hopefully this was helpful. If you guys would like to see another question like this, just let me know.